Thank you for the indulgence, my lord. Brigadier, good morning. Good day. Good morning.
Good morning, Advocate.
Thank you. Now, we're at Flodges police station there, just at the beginning of the evening of the 5th of June 2020. But before we proceed on that aspect, just want us to take a bit of a reverse to issues that you have alluded to. Now, you would recall that you told the court that you only received a full statement, or you received an affidavit from Mr. Zungu in 1923. That is only in 2023, not so?
Yes, Constable Zungu, my lord, that's correct.
Yeah. And would this have been for the first time that he detailed all the information that he knew about what could have happened, information that was within his own knowledge, what could have happened on the 26th of October 2014?
It is the first time he gave me the statement, my lord.
Thank you. Now, when you prepared your memorandum and your submissions to the office of the DPP, you did not have Zungu's statement, not so?
No, I did not, my lord.
Thank you. Now, as part of your presentation to the office of the DPP, there's a statement that was read in court here on the 24th of January 2024. I think it's just a summary wherein you indicate the extent to which each of the accused persons that are before court here were involved, the evidence that is against them, and you went on to give your own analysis as to what your views were in respect of their involvement in the case, not so? I'm just not so sure what's the A number of that statement, but the statement that was read to record on 24/01/2024 when you were being cross-examined by Mr. Mngomezulu. I don't know if it's that one. I'm not so sure if you can recall that, Brigadier.
No, I don't, my lord. I think I'll have to be referred specifically to what statement are we talking about.
Brigadier, we have made so many statements, but I don't know whether it's A something or it's A what. As I'm saying, I'm getting this information from the record. My request that information might not be beamed there on the screen. As I'm saying, these are the proceedings of the 24th of January 2024. They are contained in page number 71. So I'm not in a position to say this is A178 or A198 or A1. I don't know. I'm not in a position to say that, but I'm in a position to say 24/01/24, page 71. Those are the proceedings. Thank you, Madam. I think Dr. Sbasa is busy working on bringing that information on the screen.
Let's go ahead and talk about the big white elephant in the room. A couple of things I want to add ahead of time. Let us not forget that Advocate Mnisi read 60,000 pages in a period of about, I would say, 2 to 3 months, okay? I don't remember the exact time. Go ahead and type that in the comment section if you do. And then from there, also remember as well, in this picture right here that we're all staring at, right in front of the Brigadier, is the docket, okay? Yes, 636 of 10/2014. And we see volume 5, so there's many volumes. So the Brigadier should be very, very familiar flipping through his own affidavits, okay? So Mnisi Wemvula in this point, this is yesterday morning, the beginning of the session after, he had just found out there is no AVL records that you're going to receive for Zununizer or for any of the SWAT team members, because according to Baloyi and friends, he only has an affidavit to produce that says there was no installation of the affidavit of the AVL done. Okay, my lord comes through and says, listen, I've bent over backwards. This is as far as I'm going to help you. So I think that we must take into consideration that Advocate Mnisi is human. Secondly, Advocate Mnisi is very passionate about his clients. If you don't believe me, go back to the time when accused number 3, okay, Mtabisi Ncube was stuck inside solitary confinement on the request of Gininda, allegedly, for over 4 years, and now he was not making sense during consultations. Mnisi was having a really hard time making sense of anything that he says. Mnisi brought it to the court. The court said, listen, my brother, my friend, Cameron, I'm going to ask him if he can help us out. That didn't work out. And then anyway, Mlungu too, a female legal practitioner, came over, took over the case, because Mnisi had said he was going to stop working on the SENZO MEYIWA trial and take on the case of accused number 3 to get out of solitary confinement. Drop a 1 in the comment section if you remember that time. So that is proof, okay? One of the few times I can prove to you that Mnisi, he really takes on his clients seriously and he embodies his job of defending them, okay? Now, somebody left this comment. Let me digress. It's very worrisome when an attorney is always forgetful of names of witnesses, dates of facts, dates and details of events in proceedings, the documents he was served with, and which exhibits were placed on record. It makes one wonder a lot. I want to put this comment out to you guys and say, let me know. We saw here where Mnisi mentions, hey, Gininda, listen, here's the thing. You only got the statement of Zununizer'S in April in 2023. Gininda says, yes, that's right. So you're telling me that when you went to give your memorandum to the DPP, you didn't have anything from Zungu? Gininda says, yes, that's right. And then he moves on to say, so part of your presentation, there was a statement that you read in court on the 24th of January 2024. Who read the statement, ladies and gentlemen? Gininda read the statement. Now, Mnisi is expected to remember not only that he read the statement, but also the A number of that exhibit. Is that a fair prerequisite of Mnisi at this point? Notice as well, Baloyi is not jumping up and down to give that A number of that exhibit. Notice as well, Dr. Sibanda is not jumping up and down to give that exhibit. But most importantly, notice the statement reader himself, the author of the statement, Brigadier Nicholas Gininda, with all those dockets in front of him, also is not jumping up and down to say which statement it is. He's just saying, listen, here's the thing, okay? Gininda, you'd have to tell me which A it is. So I feel like they're playing games with Mnisi. They're trying to exhaust him. The good news is Mnisi responds. There's a long pause. Don't believe me? Rewind, you'll watch it. There's a long pause because nobody's coming forward with that information. They're trying to exhaust Mnisi, and this is my opinion. They're trying to exhaust him, overwhelm him with information. But one thing about Mnisi, he read that record and he says, listen, it was on the 24th of January 2024, page 17, dun dun. That's what I want to talk to. Whatever exhibit it is, you beam it, state. That is not my job. Let me know in the comment section. Is it fair? Or is your expectation for Mnisi to know everything off by heart and be able to state it? Only him, because everybody else is silent in that courtroom. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, but let's continue listening on.
This is the date, Maran. This is the date. 24. 24. Print. Oh, okay.
So 8227. 8227. It's dated 20 November 2020.
Yes, I have 8227, my lord.
Thank you. I'm not so sure whether. Remember, you've made so many statements, and your statements are not similar in all respects. So there's a bit of a difference here and there. I'm not so sure if this is the one that was read on record, but I'll go with what the state says. Thank you, sir. Now, I think let's rather go with what is contained in the records. The record of proceedings.
Yes, I have the recordings, my lord, the proceedings.
Okay. Thank you. Now, on page 75, are you on page 75?
Yes, I am on page 75.
Thank you.
my lord.
On line number 2 of the proceedings, you state that the evidence explained here in under oath indicates that the planning of the offense and gathering after the incident took place at Flodges. Investigation which resulted in evidence under oath revealed that the victim was murdered as a contractual assassination or a hit rather than a robbery gone wrong. Evidence under oath revealed that 5 suspects actively participated in the planning and the execution of the contractual murder of SENZO MEYIWA. Are you with me there?
That's correct, my lord.
And now, Brigadier, the person, in the context of the evidence that is before court, the person who came told to this court that this whole allegations of the killing of SENZO MEYIWA by these 5 accused persons, including 1 and 3, it's something that actually was hashed at the hostel. It's Zungu, not so. It's Constable Zungu. He's the one who introduced the whole subject of the hostel being guys that went out and came back with the firearms and celebrations and stuff like that, not so.
Well, my lord, I suppose if the question is, or the statement is that is Zungu the only witness who came and testified in this court, the answer, I suppose, then it will be correct. But to say he's the only one, that's incorrect, because we have the statement of Kwabeni prior to Zungu, prior to the memorandum being presented to the DPP, which talks to what happened at the hostel, what accused number 1 said before even the reporting of the deceased in this matter on the media. So it's two-folded. If the assertion is that in this court, the only witness that came to testify is Constable Zungu, I agree. But if the assertion is that he is the only one that talks to the planning, then that is incorrect, my lord.
So your presentation to the DPP's office in relation to what happened at the hostel, the planning prior and thereafter, you are saying that in relation to what was contained in the statement of Kwabeni.
Yes, my lord, it is inclusive of Kwabeni. Kwabeni is not the only one who implicates accused 1 up to 5. You also have, and I'm saying from the top of my head now, and one can go to the docket because then I can be specific, but there is a statement of Simpwe Buthelezi, for example, who implicates accused 3 and 4 in the murder of SENZO MEYIWA. And then you have the statement of Makosonke.
Sorry, Brigadier. My question is very specific. At the hostel on 26 October 2014.
Yes.
I'm not talking at random.
No, and my answer is not at random, my lord. It's specific. The implication of accused 3 and 4 by Simpwe Buthelezi relates to the day of the incident, the 26th. And Makosonke relates to the events that took place on the 26th of October 2014. So that's why I'm saying from the top of my head, I can think of these 3 statements. There could be more as we're investigating, but that's what I heard when I presented the case to the DPP. Constable Zungu came later. What I heard insofar as Zungu is concerned, this is now Constable Zungu, was his father's statement. And I indicated earlier in my evidence, my lord, that it is when his name was coming up during this investigation, even in the statement of Zungu, Sifiso Zungu Kwabeni, that Constable Zungu was present on the 26th. That when I followed that up, then it resulted in the statement that he gave to us now in 2023, my lord.
Listen, all I heard from that long explanation is that Gininda went to the DPP, the prosecutorially led investigation, without Zununizer'S statement. Wow. Like, Mnisi, well done. That is pretty brilliant. So you only got Zununizer'S statement in 2023, but in 2020 you were already in the DPP's office talking about a robbery gone wrong. No, not a robbery gone wrong. A plot, a plan, okay? A contractual murder of SENZO MEYIWA, because we know that then he also wanted a warrant of arrest for Okeli Kumalo. And Baloyi said, hold up, we're not doing that, okay? Come back with more evidence. Come back with more evidence. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? To me, it sounds like the plane was being built while it was already flying in the air. They were figuring things out. But Gininda comes through, saves himself, and says, no, okay, forget about Zununizer. Zununizer came last. But before that, we still had Ukwabini. We also had Usimpiwe Butelezi. And most importantly, we had Umakosonke. Now, let me check your level of memory because, Mnisi is the only one here who's supposed to remember everything off by head. Let me check you, members of the jury, what you remember. How many of the three that I've mentioned have died? Between Okwabini, Simpiwe Butelezi, and Umakosonke. Let me know your answers in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. We are in the month of June, okay? Please help me out by starting to like the videos. And I know, I get it. But that's the only way that I'm asking you to support the channel. That is free, okay? It is absolutely free to support the channel in that manner. I would really appreciate it if you do. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye, guys.